Hello, I'm Mrs. Charity. Welcome to the Glorious Heritage Overview of Catholic Church History. Discover the amazing story of the Church together as a family as you color and paste your way through the timeline and printables, which you can find on our website. And now, let's move into our topic for today.
Hello, I'm Mr. Charity, and welcome to the Glorious Heritage Catholic History video series. Today's topic is number 37, the difference between the Roman Empire and the Holy Roman Empire. If you look on your timeline and summary question sheets, you'll notice that we are in the Orange time period, which we have named Establishment. If you don't have a timeline or summary question sheets, you can find them on our website. You already know that Christianity began to spread very fast in the Roman Empire, where many early saints died as martyrs. Rome used to persecute Christians, but Constantine changed that in 313 AD by making Christianity legal. Later in 380 AD, Emperor Theodosius made Catholicism the state religion and the only official religion of the whole Roman Empire. So the Roman Empire became Catholic from then on. But there is another empire called the Holy Roman Empire, which is not the same thing as the old Roman Empire. I'll explain the difference to you. The old Roman Empire split into two parts, the East and the West. The West was conquered by barbarians in 476, and the East became known as the Byzantine Empire. And we're going to talk about those two things in future videos. In the West, the barbarians took over the land, but some of them converted to Catholicism, like Clovis, the king of the Franks, and his wife St. Clotilda. They were the king and queen of the whole Frankish tribe. The Franks stayed Catholic for centuries. One of them, Charles Martel, defended his people from Muslim invaders. Now he had a grandson who he also was called Charles, and he was the greatest king that Christendom ever had. He was crowned by the Pope in 800 AD as the Holy Roman Emperor. We call him Charlemagne, which means Charles the Great. Charlemagne founded the Holy Roman Empire, which is different from the old Roman Empire. The old Roman Empire was pagan at first, and it became Catholic later. The Holy Roman Empire was Catholic right from the beginning. Charlemagne became the emperor when the Pope crowned him in St. Peter's Basilica in 800 AD. Most of the kings of Christendom were related to Charlemagne. They lived in the Middle Ages, a time of castles and knights and crusaders and many great saints. The Middle Ages was a long and important period of Catholic Church history, and we have a lot to learn about this in future videos. But for now, just remember the difference between the old Roman Empire and the Holy Roman Empire. If you're still confused, watch this video again until you understand. Now let's hear from Mrs. Charity. She will tell you a story about how the Pope crowned Charlemagne.
Hello, I am Mrs. Charity. Mr. Charity just told you about Charlemagne and how he was crowned by the Pope in 800 AD. Let me tell you a bit more about it. At that time, the Pope was having a difficult time with the Byzantine Empire. The emperors in Constantinople were not always obedient to the Pope, who is the head of the Catholic Church. The Pope decided to crown a new emperor, and he chose Charlemagne, the king of the Franks. He called Charlemagne to Rome on Christmas Day, and, the story goes, the Pope placed a crown on his head by surprise. Can you imagine going to Mass on Christmas Day and afterwards you are crowned emperor? Well, that's what happened to Charlemagne.
Welcome back. I have a story to share with you. It's a story about the very last Roman emperor of the West. He was not a very good emperor, nor a very happy one. His name was Romulus, the same name as the legendary founder of Rome. The Roman Empire had grown very weak by the year 476. It was divided into two parts, the East and the West. The East was still strong and prosperous, but the West was poor and crumbling. The barbarians, who were tribes of people from outside the empire, were powerful and aggressive. They attacked the Roman borders and raided the Roman lands. The Romans were scared of them and could not defend themselves. The last emperor of Rome in the West was a young boy named Romulus Augustus. He was only 16 years old when he became the emperor. The one thing that Romulus loved was his animals. He had all kinds of different animals from all over the empire. He had lions and bears, elephants, monkeys, and more. He kept them in his palace gardens, where he spent so much time playing with his animal friends. He gave them all names and fed them each day. He taught them tricks and made up stories for each one. He felt a bond with them, as if they were his true friends. He did not care that much about the people or the problems of his empire. He only cared about his animals. However, while the little Emperor Romulus was playing with his animals, his empire was falling apart. The barbarians kept on taking more and more land, and they demanded money from him. But the Romans did not have any money left. They had spent it all on wars and luxuries. When Romulus refused to give any more money to the barbarians, it made them very angry, and the barbarian king Odoacer marched to the house of Romulus and kidnapped him. He took him to the Roman Senate, and in front of all the Romans, he declared that the Roman Empire in the West was over and done with, and that he, Odoacer, was the new king of Italy. No one tried to stop him, and the Romans did not fight back. They just gave up. They were too tired and hopeless to resist. So the last emperor of Rome in the West was named Romulus. That just happens to be the name of the man who founded Rome in the first place. The city of Rome is named after Romulus also. So the beginning of Rome is like its ending. It started with Romulus and it ended with Romulus. Well, thanks for watching today. Remember the difference between the Roman Empire and the Holy Roman Empire. And join us next time when we talk about the fall of the Western Roman Empire in much greater detail. I hope you enjoyed and learned something new today. Visit our website, www.gloriousheritagecartoons.com, where you can find more educational supplements, cartoons, books, and printables. You can also follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram to get notified of our latest updates and videos. And if you like our work and want to support us, you can make a donation on our website or on Patreon. We really appreciate your generosity and kindness. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel, and see you next time.